filling Miller Lite, the original light beer. Miller Lite, official partner of the 2024 World Champion Boston Celtics. When it's game time, it's Miller time, Celtics fans.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Bruins up 1-0 over Buffalo after one period here at TD Garden. And as part of our first intermission tonight, we take a look back at the last week around the NHL, featuring exciting finishes all across the league, including the Penguins winning back-to-back games in overtime, Patrik Laine, his first hat trick as a Montreal Canadian, and things not exactly going as planned for any of the teams from New York. Here's our NHL Plays of the Week. Here's Pastrnak with a chance, scores! Just 26 seconds into the third period, Pastrnak wheeled behind the Vancouver net and stuffed it in along the far post. It's 5-0.
He headed back into his own end from the near corner. Uses the yellow kick plate, connects with Dorofeev, scampering through center. Off Karlsson's stick, Olofsson shooting, score! Redirection on its way to the goal. Olofsson toward the net, Karlsson buzzing through, and the Knights have a 3-2 lead. 4 minutes into the third period.
Pass up top, it's away from Ekholm. A race down to our left. Reinhart there ahead of Ekholm, who blew a tire. Reinhart for a shot, Bagley scores! Reinhart put it off the back of Skinner, and the Panthers have taken a 5-4 lead. What a turn of events here in Edmonton. Back behind the net, Ekholm. Backhand near side. Missed the intended man. Mikkola holds it in. Down to Bennett in front for Hagee. A shot, he scores! And the Panthers take the lead once again. It's 6-5. Carter Verhaeghe right out in front.
There goes Blackwood to the bench. 6-on-5 for the Avalanche. 2:40 left in the third period. The Canucks lead 2-0. Rantanen on the near boards. Dispossessed by Sherwood. Shoots and scores into the empty net. That's Kiefer Sherwood's first career hat trick. And it's 3-0 Canucks over the Colorado Avalanche with 2:35 left in the third.
Hudson, stick handles side of the net. Back up high to Caulfield now. Laine, one-timer scores!
It's a power play hat trick for Patrik Laine.
Rakell, the near half wall. Sends it over to Karlsson, high slot. 3:17 to go. He shoots and scores! Erik Karlsson from the high slot. And Rakell got a touch on it. A deflection for the Penguins to win it in OT.
Again, Thompson, a right-hand catching goaltender. Now Donato in front, he shoots, he scores! He jammed his way from the corner along the goal line to the crease and jams it in behind the goaltender Thompson. And the Hawks lead for the first time with 2:18 left in the third. It's 3-2 Hawks.
Fleury walks the line, wristed through traffic, went off the body. Captured again by Winnipeg and Appleton. Back to the line, DeMello shoots, he scores! Deflected in front, I believe, by Adam Lowry. And with 1:13 to go in this third period, Winnipeg has regained the lead. It's 4-3 for the Jets.
McAvoy hands to Pastrnak, cutting in across the Calgary line. Right circle, scored! David Pastrnak, with 38 seconds to go in overtime, wins it for the Bruins, a come-from-behind victory.
Kachuk drops it there. Sanderson carries it in. Sanderson cuts in, gets a shot. Vladar the save, and leaves it there for Anderson. He clears it all the way down to the Ottawa line. Here's Kadri busting in, backhand chance. Save is made by Omar. Gets up, feeds it up to center for Stützle. 2-on-1. Stützle. Kachuk. Stützle gets the shot. Loose puck. Scores! Brady Kachuk gets the overtime game winner.
Loose puck on the far side, scooped up by Nyquist. Chris Letang tries to one-hand it free. It's in the neutral zone. Malkin takes it back. He'll take it off the Predators line, but just coughs up the puck. Meanwhile, Russ comes off the bench. He's got it. He gets it back to Malkin.
Jeez.
Over to the far side of the Predator zone. Brian Rust shoots and scores! Brian Rust, his second goal of the night, and it's an overtime game-winning goal. Penguins with a 5-4 winner here in Smashville.
Against Cousins. And Tavares wins it cleanly. Back for Tanev. Brings it around to Marner. Chips that for Nyes. Picked up by Tavares for the hat trick. John Tavares scores! JT Miller will play it all the way back for Quinn Hughes in center.
Vancouver going to take a break here and regroup just to get a breather.
Miller to the front, and Garland can't get it to him. 2-on-1 the other end. 15 seconds remaining in overtime. Coley, Sergachev, he scores! Mikhail Sergachev, OT winner on the Wasatch Front.
Swayman with a long pass on the right wing to Pasternak. Into the Oiler end of the middle. The backhand and a good save made by Stuart Skinner. Ekholm gets a hold of it for Edmonton. He'll get it out to Nugent Hopkins. In over the line with Draisaitl. To Draisaitl. The shot save. Rebound. Here's Ekholm. Scores! Matthias Ekholm! And the Oilers win it. 3-2 in overtime. Coming all the way back from a 2-0 deficit.
Matthias Ekholm's overtime game winner against the Bruins, capping off this week's NHL Plays of the Week. It's the Bruins with a 1-0 lead over Buffalo after one here at TD Garden. We'll check the out-of-town scores next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, 1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Hey, it's Maz. Are you tired of spending money repairing your heating or AC system year over year? Well, stop the cycle of costly repairs with Rodenheiser Home Services Fix It Forward program. Just show Rodenheiser any past repair bill, and they'll apply up to $550 as a down payment toward a brand new energy-efficient heating or AC system. And the repair bill can be from any HVAC company. Fix It Forward ends December 31st, so visit Rodenheiser.com/fixitforward to schedule a free consultation today. Nice people, great service since 1928.
Listen live. Check out our podcast, the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Back here at TD Garden, where the Bruins have a 1-0 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. Let's check the scoreboard from around the NHL. Earlier today, the Nashville Predators with a 3-2 victory in overtime over the LA Kings. Calgary Flames top Chicago 6-4 this afternoon as well. Oilers spoiled another one, this one for the San Jose Sharks, getting a goal with 18 seconds to go in regulation to tie it, and then 18 seconds into overtime, the Oilers win it 3-2 over the Sharks. Games in progress, late first period, the Islanders have a 3-1 lead in Toronto. The Red Wings and Canadiens are nearing the end of the first period with Montreal up 2-1 in that one. Penguins and Devils played a scoreless first period. End of one in Philadelphia. Columbus has a 1-0 lead over the Flyers. Late in the first period, Winnipeg leading the Minnesota Wild 2-0. Minnesota's lost 4 out of 5 coming into this one. And there are two games later tonight. The red-hot Ottawa Senators visit Vancouver, and the Seattle Kraken at Vegas. Both of those games will face off tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Here in Boston, it's the Bruins 1 and the Sabres 0. We'll have the second period coming up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons Inc., New York.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad. New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
Get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days with a sporty new Civic, Accord, HR-V, or CR-V. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2025 Honda Accord or CR-V, a 4.9% APR on a 2025 Civic, and a 3.9% APR on a 2025 HR-V.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
When you visit Arizona, time is measured in moments, not minutes. Like the moment your work stress disappears as you kayak through the canyons. Or the moment you discover the life-changing effects of prickly pear chocolate. But nothing beats the moment you see the Grand Canyon for the very first time. Visit a new state of mind. Learn more at hereyouareaz.com.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
After you use Bounce Dryer sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll put a sheet on it every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Put a sheet on it. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Put a sheet on it. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, this is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 98.5, Sports Hub, the Easily Immediate Group Station.
Bruins up 1-0 after one over Buffalo. We're joined downstairs by the Bruins' Trent Frederick. First off, coming into this game, coming off a long road trip, where were you guys at mentally and physically coming into this game after the long trip home yesterday?
I think mentally we were, everyone was having fun this morning. I thought we had good energy for the game. I think we kind of, as you guys saw, probably were a little flat that period.
Well, you guys come in here and you grab a 1-0 lead with the goal by Coyle. You've shifted over to the center position tonight with him getting bumped up in the lineup a little bit. Is there any difference for you coming into a game where you're playing in the center as opposed to on the wing?
Not really. I mean, in our system, I've said this a bunch of times, but you end up being low forward, and when I play with C's, I end up being low forward a decent amount. So it's not too bad. It's just a little bit more face-offs and try to bear down on those.
What do you think the biggest key is against this Buffalo team going forward here?
I think we need to get out of this running gun play and start playing behind the net and playing our style of game, and I think that's we'll have success.
Appreciate the time. Good luck in the second period.
Thanks, guys.
Trent Frederick brought to us by TD Bank. TD Bank cardholders score special benefits at TD Garden, from pro shop discounts and free tours to free popcorn and more. Learn more at the TD Garden website. TD Bank, Bank of the Boston Celtics and Bruins. 1-0 Bruins as we start the second period. And they will control the face-off and run out the final 6 seconds of the Buffalo power play that ended period number 1. Tuck forcing it back in behind the Bruins net down to our right. Elias Lindholm chopped it into open ice. McAvoy will pivot away from Tuck, go back behind the net, send it hard around the far boards. Coyle tapping it into the neutral ice, trying to find Lindholm. Lindholm able to pull it away from Tage Thompson and get it on into the Buffalo zone, but Sabres will control from there. Power sends one around Marchand, picked off a neutral ice by Zacha. Zacha hands back to Marchand. Crossing pass, hoping to find Pasternak, but instead found Owen Power. And he helps it out across the Buffalo blue
Marchand
line.
was at the end of a shift there. That pass was a little bit off the mark, trying to get across ice into the left wing circle to Pasternak. Interesting what Trent Frederick says there in the interview. Definitely a little flat there in that first period. And a couple penalties, offensive zone.
There's a turnover near the Buffalo blue attacking blue line as Carlo able to stay with Peterka in behind the net. Puck taken back by Osterley. He'll steal it toward the near side. Pasternak sending one across ice. It got through Carlo, who stumbled down, and nice play by Osterley laying out to block Cousins from getting that one in front. Zacha out of the far corner, backhanding one up into the air. Back into the Buffalo zone. Byram wheels toward the right side. Krebs around the far boards. It'll kick off the back of the net. Osterley in the near corner shoots it up the wall and out. Clifton trying to keep it close to the Boston blue line. Carried back in by Kulik. Throws a low shot. Kicked away by Korpisalo. Long rebound scooped up by Wallstrom. He'll bring the Bruins forward up the near left wing. In deep along the end boards. Pivoted back toward the near side by Clifton. Lafferty over here as well. Off the boards and out into the neutral ice. Kulik stepping in across the line. Shot one up over Korpisalo's head. Peak from behind the net. Knocked off his stick. Benson, but regained by the Bruins. And Lorai to neutral ice for Wallstrom. Like he was going to send that one deep. Now steps ahead to the blue line and sends it in. And he'll let off as part of a change. 2.5 minutes into this first period. Lorai on the near side boards. Couldn't get possession of it. Came back toward Power. Rushed by Kastelik. Kastelik played it off of Beecher. Rolls around behind the Bruins net. Peak will pick it up. And he fans on a clearing effort. Takes a hit for his trouble. Gave away. Obe Kubel on that left wing circle. Sends one across. Power stepping in for a shot. That ricocheted up and over. Allenstein has the shot blocked by Beecher and a foot race up ice. And Reimer going to come out of the net between the circles to play that away. Kastelik kept it in along the near side. Sent it across. Beecher gets bumped off of it. And Thompson will bring the Sabres ahead.
Wouldn't mind that a little bit later in the period. That puck might not get away from Beecher the way it did. It was a good block. And clean ice, that puck got all the way down.
Kastelik gets it back into the Buffalo zone, working his way toward the right circle. Sent one back through the slot. Nobody there. And Thompson will play it back out into neutral. McAvoy denies a clean entry, and then he fanned on it.
It's happened a few times already in this second period.
Here's Marchand chasing one back toward the Buffalo zone, but steered away from there by Jokiharju. He'll get whistled for an icing, and not the cleanest start to the period here with 3:45 gone in the second.
Missing passes, fanning on carrying the puck up the ice.
You mentioned what Trent Frederick said, a little flat in the first period.
Yeah, the second period has started the same way. I started to say a couple offensive zone penalties. They're tough ones, right? Coyle kind of reached in a little bit. Offensive zone, it was when they had some pressure on. The one by Lindholm, that's a second effort play, and quite honestly, I think that they probably missed one there on Reimer as well, but they would have evened it up there. But, you kill off two penalties, your goaltender's been your best player, and that's why I try to make that point in the first period that he knows he's getting this game. He knows his team might be a little bit flat. It's just, it's human nature. You can try to, but good teams fight through this. I referenced it this morning when we talked. Tampa and Florida both came home and won their games on home ice after similar trips that the Bruins just had.
But kept alive here by McAvoy. He throws one toward the net, looking for a redirect from Marchand. Marchand going to play it out from behind the net toward the far side for Coyle. Back down toward the corner. Tipped away from Marchand. Lindholm comes crashing in there against Jokiharju. It'll be lifted up and out of the zone. And Zadorov coming back to get it as the Sabres rush some changes on. Bruins moving from right to left on offense here in the second. Pass from Zadorov to Marchand, hit on the skate and kick back. McAvoy, Zadorov, he fires it through Geekie, and that's going to be an icing.
I mean, 2 missed passes there, right? You want to get your feet moving up the ice, great, and it's the right pass to make is to Marchand, but the execution's way off. It hits him in the skate. Zadorov's passes are hard, and he zips that puck up to Marchand, hits him in the skate, and bounces all the way back into the Bruins zone. And then he tries to make a hard cross-ice pass there, misses everybody, and goes down for icing. I mean, pass has been off this whole period. We're early, 4.5 minutes in, but how many times have we said it already?
A couple of fans, guys just fanning on the puck, trying to get out of the zone. And off the face-off, Zadorov has it taken away, and Peterka trying to get it out in front. Instead, they work it around to Power now with the right point. Over to that far side. The shot that ends up off the back glass from Samuelson. Cleared back out. T.S. Samuelson will come back in front of James Reimer. Deflected pass. Turned over to Osterley at the Boston blue line. His pass to Zacha. Working it ahead here to Pasternak. Hands off to Geekie. Back to Pasternak in the left circle. Back off for Osterley, a one-timer. And Reimer forced to make a stick save.
3 or 4 passes in a row, and you get a good scoring chance from Osterley jumping in.
Carlo couldn't hold the blue line on the far side. Cousins sent into the middle. Pasternak couldn't get it out across the Boston blue line. Peterka tried to battle his way down the left wing circle. Osterley able to hold off Benson. And Geekie will get it back to Osterley, who carries out into the neutral ice. Geekie from just outside the Buffalo line tosses one in toward Reimer. Bruins get some changes on. 5.5 minutes gone here in the second period. Korpisalo spun it out from behind the Boston net. Our side, Brazo tipped it into open space, but the Sabres able to keep it deep. Frederick in the far corner, sending behind the net to Carlo. Osterley up the left side. Wahlstrom. Wahlstrom will carry in across the line. Gets bumped off balance. Still got the puck over toward Brazo. But taken away from him and dumped in deep to the Bruins zone by Lafferty. Allenstein goes crashing into Pete behind the net.
He's got a high sticking penalty coming up here.
And there's the whistle. 6:07 gone here in the second period. So the Bruins with a 1-0 lead. Another penalty coming up.
They'll go on the power play.
They'll go on.
Laurie that got the high. He got high stuck.
So it'll be Mallenstein who goes off. Bruins to the power play when we come back here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Bruins to the power play for the first time tonight. 13:53 to go in the second. And they have a 1-0 lead as Beck Mallenstein whistled for high sticking.
Yeah, I don't know what he was complaining about. That was about as textbook a high stick as you're going to get. He caught Lohrei up high, right in the chin. Shaft of the stick.
Sabres have surrendered 8 power play goals in their last 5 games. Pasternak trying to get it through the slot, picked off and sent all the way down the other way.
I hate to waste a clean face-off win. Lindholm just had, and you get full possession of it. And
Pasternak will hand it to Zacha coming through neutral ice. His pass, it's through Lindholm and in deep. Shot back around the far boards and all the way back down ice again. Korpisalo will settle it behind the Bruins net down to our right. McAvoy picks it up from there. Carries it out to the blue line. Sweeps it off toward the far side of Pasternak. Send it back into the middle here for Marchand just inside the blue line. McAvoy gives back to Marchand to the right wing circle. Back up top for McAvoy. Walks it toward the far boards. Gives it to Marchand and again to McAvoy, center of the blue line. So they go back and forth again. Marchand out near the blue line to Zacha. Just outside the face-off dot. Comes to the top of the circle. Gives to Marchand as they cycle it around. Brings out toward the blue line. Hands off to McAvoy, cutting toward the far side. Now down low to Zacha, looking backdoor for Lindholm. And Reimer cut it off and covered it up.
I mean, just watching that penalty kill was funny because you've got defensively, they're just sitting on Pasternak in that left wing circle. And it's Lafferty who's over there. He's a forward. He just followed. He was following Pasternak around in the left wing circle. And then Pasternak finally said, okay, I got to move. I got to move out through the middle, and he moved over to the right side. And then they went down low. But if he's just going to lock in on Pasternak, then you got to isolate somebody else down low in a 2-on-1 situation. And that's what they tried to do finally. Lafferty, I mean, he's a forward just kind of hanging around Pasternak there.
Off the face-off, here's Geekie now with the far side. Gives up center blue line to Lohrei. Lohrei back over to Geekie. Winds and fires from the top of the face-off circle. Blocked up off the glass. Kept in here. Wahlstrom got it from Brazeau over to Lohrei. One-timer. That one kicked aside in front. Wahlstrom will take it toward the far circle. Trying to get to the net. Gets upended by Byram. And the Sabres will get a clear.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty good play by Byram. Slow to get up was Wahlstrom. He seems to be all right.
18 to go on the power play as Lohrei brings it through neutral ice with some speed. Try to get it to the left side. Brazeau makes a play along the blue line to keep in, but it's cleared out with a second effort. And Lohrei hustles back just ahead of Tuck inside the Boston zone. Power play about to expire. Lohrei fires across ice to the far side for Coyle. Brazeau reversed it back around toward Coyle far side. Now Osterley pinching in from the blue line. Power play is over. Osterley got it to Coyle. Able to fight his way through some traffic. Plays it toward the near boards. And Brazeau into the corner against Samuelson. 11.5 minutes to go here in the second. Bruins up 1-0. Osterley gives it to Coyle. Stepping in from the left circle. A shot goes just wide of the far post.
Had a good screen from Brazeau. And they had Geekie down there as well.
Karam came all the way back toward the Bruins zone. Osterley's got it there. Through the red line and now in across the blue. Coming down the middle. Puck came back along to Kastelik, but just bounced away from him. And now Peterka will bring the Sabres back into the Bruins zone. Takes a shot.
He can shoot it. He was looking into the middle like he was going to pass, and then he ripped that shot.
It'll be Koepke floating one toward Reimer, who blockers it off into the near corner. Beecher moved it along for Koepke. Takes a hit from Byram along the near boards. Byram with the puck. Hands off to Thompson. Coming out of the Buffalo zone. Thompson goes off to the left side for Zucker. The return pass, though, kicked back out of the zone. And Byram will wire it in deep off the glass and off the back of the net. Taken by McAvoy. McAvoy with a pass up the middle of the neutral ice. Zacha turns back toward his own zone. Hands off back there to Zadorov. Pass off of Frederick and turned over. Volleyed back toward the Boston zone. Gets through Zadorov. Played back around the near side by Korpisalo. Out of the corner, it's Zacha. Handing it ahead to Frederick. Through neutral ice comes McAvoy. Just onside Pasternak at the blue line. McAvoy got it in deep and around toward the near side. Frederick took a hit from Lafferty, but played it around to the far boards. Pasternak played behind the net. Frederick got it out in front, taken away.
There was really nobody there.
Yeah.
Had to go through two players to get that puck to Pasternak.
Henson throws it in wide of Korpisalo. Bruins have it as the Sabres were changing. Elias Lindholm at the blue line gets held up. Bruins are whistled for an offside here. 9:46 to go here in the second period. Bruins have the only goal so far here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, 1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Fans, it's the last call to place your bids on the Boston Bruins Foundation's annual Festival of Trees auction. Uniquely decorated mini trees include items such as autographed memorabilia, gift certificates, and some of the Bruins players' favorite items decorated by select Bruins players' wives, girlfriends, and families. The auction runs through 9 p.m. tonight, so visit bostonbruins.com/Festival of Trees to place your bids. Bruins have a 1-0 lead, 9:46 to go here in the second period. And a face-off coming up in the neutral zone. Off the draw, puck comes toward the red line and poked ahead by Osterwald.
Cousins wasn't too happy about that face-off drop.
Marchand on the near boards will backhand one toward the slot, picked off, and the Sabres going the other way in a hurry. Coming in across the line, a centering pass just missed Cousins. He's got it now in the right wing corner. Brings it out toward the top of the face-off circle. Coyle knocked it away from him, but came back right onto the stick of Krebs in a centering pass that gets broken up.
Yeah,
but
that's a good
was
play
there.
by Carlo, because that's backdoor goal.
Bruins will get it out of the zone, but will be whistled for an icing here.
Between the Pipes is sponsored by Charles D. Sheehy. If you're in the piping trade, so you need to call Charles D. Sheehy, Boston's premier piping and mechanical product supplier. CDS is your local leader. Between the Pipes for the Buffalo Sabres is James Reimer, and for the Bruins, it's Jonas Korpisalo.
Korpisalo 6-3-1 on the year.
He's been really good here today.
He's been their best player so far tonight. Reimer has gone back and forth from Buffalo to Anaheim this year. Started with the Sabres in training camp. Picked up on waivers by the Ducks. And then about a month later, ended up back in Buffalo off of waivers again as Brazo goes down here. And penalty coming against Buffalo.
Back referee ends up calling this. Brazo made a nice move. It was a hard pass up the middle, and he made a cutback to his forehand. And like Power got the stick in on him.
Power called for tripping with 8:52 to go here in the second. Bruins will have their second power play chance of the period. Sure, how you missed that if you're down this end of the ice. But the guy down the other end saw it cleanly.
Oh, he's in the neutral zone. I mean, far blue line, but maybe a better angle. Not an overly productive power play to start, so see if the Bruins can build on that and be a little bit more effective here.
Elias Lindholm tossed out of the face-off. Zaka gets in there. Sabres win it. It'll come around the near boards, and Tuck will lift it out into neutral ice. Knocked down there by Zacha, who drops it back to McAvoy. The puck jumped away from him, so he has to chase it further back. McAvoy will deal to Pasternak, coming through neutral ice and across the line with some speed. Tried to get it to the near side for Marchand. It was behind him, and Marshy tumbled over. McLeod fires a shorthanded shot up over Korpisalo's head. McAvoy at the back of the net. Now Pasternak will pick it up. Sends a pass out to Lindholm in neutral ice. Will pass on to the near side for Marchand just onside. Played in deep and around behind the net. Samuelsson hammered it off the far boards. Kept in by Pasternak. He and Marchand will trade it. Pasta at the center of the blue line. Off to the right side and right back from Zacha. Pasternak and Zacha play catch with it. Down low to Marchand out of the right corner. Back up top for Pasternak. One-timer is blocked by Mallenstein. Down deep it comes to Zacha. Back to Pasternak. Now Marchand up high. He walks it toward the right wing boards. Hands off over there to Zacha. Back up top. Pasternak, a one-timer. Mallenstein blocks that one as well. Marchand coming in behind the net, a centering pass, and Elias Lindholm crashing the doorstep. Now McAvoy's got it center of the blue line. Backing toward the near side. Over to Zacha on the far side, out near the blue line himself. Hands off to McAvoy. Works his way down the right wing circle, trying to get it across. That was kicked back toward Zacha. Trying to throw into the net. That was blocked by Samuelsson. Top of the right circle, Zacha. Over to Lindholm now, top of the left circle. 20 to go on the power play. Pasternak at the top of the near side, trying to get it through Lafferty. It's knocked out of the zone. It'll come all the way back to Korpisalo. Both teams changing up the units here. 6 seconds to go on the man advantage as Lorei comes out from behind the Bruins net. Dumps it around behind Reimer. All the way up the far boards. Peak stepping into a shot. Save made Reimer. Rebound. Brazo trying to find the handle. Bauer got back there from the penalty box just in time. On the far circle, Brazo tapped it free back to Lorei. Lorei trying to get away from Power. Played it deep for Geekie. Beyond him on to Brazo. A centering pass looking for Coyle. It's taken away and volleyed out of the Sabres zone.
Yeah, most of it on the perimeter right for the Bruins. Nothing gets through. A couple block shots by Mallenstein out high.
Lorei sent one around the boards. Kepke tapped it free and it's turned over.
As well. Just not effective at all. And as I said, perimeter play. I think Lindholm might have had a chance there on that quick centering pass, but really nothing else.
Peak firing a pass into neutral ice here off of Kepke's skate, and he winds it deep. Reimer stops it behind the Buffalo net. We're under 6 minutes to go in the period. Up the right side comes Jokiharju. Plays all the way around behind the Bruins net. Zucker fired one in front, knocked out of there by Osterley. Fired back across ice, looking for Thompson was Jokiharju. Tuck along the end boards, battling with Kastelik. Thompson's got it on his stick, far side hash marks. Works his way back toward the blue line and now deals around behind the net. Osterley lunging at it. Played back in behind the net here again for Zucker. Off the boards, back to Thompson at the blue line. Fumbled it, but right over to Power. Power brings it toward the far boards. Gives to Zucker out high. Thompson back down toward the corner. Turned over Carlo. It's hemmed in there deep. Zucker trying to force it out in front. Denied by Osterley. It'll come back to Jokiharju. Thompson trying to fire one back across ice. Redirected, but Zucker's got it. Jokiharju down the right wing circle to the back of the net. Tuck kept it moving for Byram along the far side. Byram walks it toward the center of the blue line. Deals over to the left wing circle. Mallenstein going behind the net with a puck on his stick. Off the near boards back to Byram. Over to that far side again. Long time in the Bruins defensive zone as a Byram shot redirects just wide.
Sabres have started to get reinforcements out there. The Bruins are stuck out there.
Mallenstein coming out of the right wing corner. Sends it back toward the point. Over to the far side, and Korpisalo made a nice stop on Aube-Kubel. And the Bruins will get a clear, but it'll go for icing here with 4:20 to go.
Give them a few seconds. It's just, when you get tired, now you're just trying to control the middle of the ice, right? You can't chase. You don't have the legs to go chase and try to get to pucks and seal people off. It's protect the middle, circle the wagons, take a shot from the outside, give the goaltender a good line of sight, and hope that he can cover it up or you can get a whistle. But now you got to stay out there. And the Sabres have fresh bodies out.
13 saves now on the night for Korpisalo. Byram's got it out at the blue line. Deals over to Power near side. Back over To Byram, skating down the left wing circle, a centering pass, and the shot from in tight by Benson, turned away. Benson in the far side boards, knocked down by Kastelik. Puck to the blue line, but not out. Power back over to Byram, top of the near circle. Deflected pass toward the middle. Will be cleared off the near boards by Beecher. Can't get it across the red line. They'll get one fresh body out there. It's Frederick. Back into the zone come the Sabres. Pass across to the far side for Power. Got it off of Karam. Byram, a drive, is blocked by Beecher. Byram still got it, though, and still out near the blue line with 3.5 to go in the period. Power deals it toward the slot, picked off by Frederick. He'll send it up the far side, but again, the Bruins trying to get changes here, and here's a turnover in the neutral ice. That'll get Carlo a chance to dump it in and get to the bench.
Well, I mean, Power'd like to have that puck back. I mean, make a better play with it. Bruins were not going to be able to get their D off. If he controls that puck, he makes a better play.
Fedorov from the top of the circle, shot in front. Brazo knocked down as he backhanded just wide. Fedorov stepping up, forcing a turnover. Wahlstrom fires a shot with Frederick in front. And now we got a penalty coming against Wahlstrom, it looks like. As they went into the corner, Krebs went down, and the Bruins are going to go shorthanded. 2:52 to go here in the second. Bruins 1, Sabres nothing. On the 98.5, the Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
2:52 left second period. Bruins have a 1-0 lead, but Oliver Wahlstrom whistled off for hooking, and Buffalo will go to the power play on what's seems like a pretty tough call here.
Well, it is. I mean, Wahlstrom had a shot. It was actually hit Frederick in front, and then him and Krebs are going for a puck, and he knocks Krebs down. And the referee from all the way on the other side of the ice, I don't know what he thought he saw, but it certainly was not a hook. It was just a strong play by Wahlstrom trying to win a loose puck. And Bruins immediately arguing with the referees, trying to get their point across, but they will not win that argument.
So Sabres with their third power play chance of the game as Tuck gives to Byram, center of the blue line. Over to Thompson along the far left side, shadowed by Zaka. Byram, center of the blue line again. To the right side, Peterka takes the shot up high on Korpisalo, made the save. Tuck will play it out from behind the net to Thompson in the left corner. Byram at the left point. Back to Thompson. On that far circle again. Challenged by Carlo. Center blue line to Byram. Over to the near side. A one-timer by Peterka. And Korpisalo sliding to his left makes the save.
Yeah, it's hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you. And remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
2:16 to go here in the second. Minute 24 left on the Wahlstrom penalty. And a 1-0 Bruins lead. Face-off will be near circle down to our right. Beecher against Thompson. Battle for possession. Puck comes to Coyle, and he'll send it all the way down. Byram will circle back to get it here for the Sabres. Stepping out from behind his own net toward the far side circle. Drops it back for Tage Thompson. Thompson over to Tuck. Got it around McAvoy and in across the blue line, but sent right back out of there by Pete. Byram from near the red line. Pass directed ahead by Zucker. McAvoy's got position on him as they go into the far corner. Puck came out toward the middle through Beecher. Stepping in for the shot was Peterka, and they score. And the Sabres with a power play goal tie it up here in the second.
Joe Sacco giving the referee an earful right from the bench right now. And good forecheck, though, and it's the second effort on that play by Zucker to push this puck out in front. It goes by everybody. And the shot comes through. It's going to beat Korpisalo in between the blocker and body. I don't think Thompson got a piece of it. So in between the blocker and body on that one for Peterka.
So for Peterka, that is his 10th goal of the year. Now his points in 4 straight. And the Bruins lead has evaporated here. Under 90 seconds to play in the second. That is just the 3rd power play goal in 15 games for the Sabres. Power off the far boards has it taken away by Pasternak. Paster wraps it all the way around the near side of the Buffalo zone. Geekie pinching onto the wall, but it's cleared out. Allenstein will dump it in all the way around behind Korpisalo to the far side. Reverse back around near side, and Geekie looking up ice, and it's picked off by Power as they were trying to get both Pasternak and Zacha racing toward the Buffalo zone. Zacha gives to Pasternak, center of the ice, lays it down to the far side of Reimer, who reached out. Sabres will get it cleared here with 40 seconds to go in the period. Coyle and Lohrei chasing the puck back in the Bruin zone. Coyle behind the net being harassed by Benson. Volleyed out through neutral ice. Marchand will go deep in after it in the Buffalo zone. Sent right back out of there with 22 seconds to go in the period. McAvoy will drive it back in deep. Marchand able to help it back toward Lohrei. Lohrei fired one off into the far corner. McAvoy pinching down the wall to keep in. Here's Coyle on the far side circle. Turns and fires. Hit a leg. Kicked onto the near side with 6 seconds to go. Marchand shot one wide of the short side post. And it'll be played out to the blue line. Kept in by McAvoy, but the siren will sound to end the period before the Bruins can try another shot. So J.J. Peterka from Jason Zucker and Bowen Byram gets the Sabres on the board and evens this game up at 1 at the 18:23 mark of the second period. We'll be back with a recap of the first 2 periods coming up here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you, you're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes one router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
Time is a luxury for us, especially if you're a mom. That's why we need a skincare routine that's easy, fast, and gives us results. Plus, what if your products had thousands of 5-star reviews, were natural and affordable? Well, say hello to Dime Beauty. Dime Beauty is clean, high-end skincare that is affordable, and it really works. Not sure where to start? I highly recommend the Work System. It's everything you need in one powerful package. Take out the guesswork with a proven routine that includes a gentle yet effective cleanser, a super skin toner, 2 incredible serums, and 2 luxurious moisturizers. See what everyone is raving about. From serum sets to the always sold-out retinol alternative TBT cream, you'll find your perfect skincare match. Dime has over 2 million happy customers, and their product reviews are literally 5 stars. Love your skin again. Go to dimebeautyco.com and unlock your discount. That's dimebeautyco.com. That's dimebeautyco.com.
Connect with Boston's Home for Sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Byram from near the red line. Pass directed ahead by Zucker. McAvoy's got position on him as they go into the far corner. Puck came out toward the middle through Beecher. Stepping in for the shot was Peterka, and they score. And the Sabres, with a power play goal, tie it up here in the second. Back here at TD Garden, 2 periods complete, and it's a 1-1 game between the Bruins and the Sabres. And, well, as we talked about early on in the second, it has not been the cleanest game so far for the Bruins. You know, the concerns coming in about, do you overlook the opponent? Are you tired from the long road trip coming home yesterday and all that? It's just hasn't been real pretty so far, but a tie game going into the third.
No, it hasn't. I mean, you've got 11 shots on goal through 2 periods. Their power play really, they've struggled all year, really, and today's been no different, at least so far in the 2 power plays that they've had. They didn't generate it nearly enough. They had possession, but it was all on the outside. 5-on-5, they haven't generated enough. They've been a little sloppy trying to move pucks. Passes have been off. It's been a night where, okay, you got to find a way to win, and it's going to be without your best stuff. And you still have a good opportunity to do that. It's tied at 1. You gave up a power play goal on a phantom hooking call. It should have never been called. But the fact of the matter is you had 2 power plays in that period and you didn't do anything with them. So, you can complain about the call all you want, and the Bruins certainly did. Even Marchand was chasing the referee off the ice at the final buzzer there. But, and that's one where the referees will go in, take a look at it, and if they screw up, most referees will come over and say, that's on me. Yeah. I saw something, it didn't happen, and it was a bad call. But the fact of the matter is, that's a good second effort by Zucker in the corner. He's going to get that puck out. It went through 2 Bruins, past them. It wasn't that they could have had it. They could have had it, but it wasn't going to be an easy play. And it got through there, and Peterka's got a good shot. He's stepping right. He's coming right down the slot there on Korpisalo. Korpisalo's been good today, when he's needed to be. Reimer hasn't had to do nearly as much. And it's just that's the fact so far in this game, and it's up to the Bruins to find a way now in this third period. You know, we joked about it. You know, the Sabres are going to win another game. You just don't want it to be tonight. You know, and all those things that were talked about earlier and been talked about, and say, okay, well, you come back home and after a long road trip, that's the hardest game to win. You know, I don't know if there's any documentation or any analytics out there on that, or, you know, if any research has ever been done, but for the eye test, it's true. But I also said, you know, I look back at two teams that were on similar road trips, and the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And similar road trip the Bruins just had. They went back home and they played games. Tampa won both games at home, their last two, and Florida just beat St. Louis last night. So, you know, you got to fight through that. You know, you got to fight through whatever it is, and make sure that, you know, whether it's mental or physical. You know, you asked Trent Frederick, is it mental? And he thought that the team was ready to go and had a good practice this morning, good energy before the game. But, you know, they were flat in the first period, and second period was basically the same way. So you got to fight through it now from a mental and a physical standpoint. I mean, you had a shift out there where the Bruins got stuck in their own zone. Now, most of it was on the outside. I do credit to Matt for that. There was one chance in the from in tight. There was a good scoring chance. I think it was Benson that had it. But I wrote down the shift times. You know, it was the fourth line, unfortunately for them, that was out there. Kaslik was 3:07. That was the longest. And then Koepke 2:33, Beecher 2:39, Osterley 2:44, Carlo 2:42. That was all at their, you know, the long change in their own zone. And Buffalo got 2 or 3 rotations on the line changes, so they had fresh bodies out there a couple times, and the Bruins ice it, and then they get another fresh line out there. So, you know, that was a long. I mean, I do give them credit for the way that they defended, but that they were stiff-legged. They couldn't get the pucks. They couldn't defend the way that they wanted to by stealing guys up and closing and taking away time and space, and it just wasn't there. But all they did was kind of pack it in and try to protect that middle.
The two Bruins power plays in that period, you mentioned on the first one how they were, you know, Buffalo was sitting on Pasternak and not letting.
Lafferty was.
Yeah, and the second one, the Bruins' first unit was out there almost the entire 2 minutes, but, you know, as they're passing the puck around the perimeter, weren't really able to generate a chance.
Well, yeah, Pasternak, so he didn't stay in the left wing circle, went all the way out to the top, and, you know, you had Mallenstein that blocked 2 shots, and then you had another opportunity that was blocked, I believe, by Matthias Samuelsson. So there has to be quicker puck, more decisive puck movement than what they're doing. There's just a drag on decision making with the puck, and instead of letting the puck do the work for them, it seems like even when Wahlstrom tried to make that move, he's trying to do a little bit too much himself, and they didn't have much time to be fair there. But, you know, it's been a similar issue for them most of the season, and it really just has not changed in a consistent enough way here.
Yeah, as you said, you know, the decision-making needs to be faster. It feels like we've been saying that almost since opening night with that top power play unit especially. It's a 1-1 game after 2, and our music of the game is brought to you by Live Nation. Linkin Park From Zero World Tour 2025 is live in Boston due to demand. Second show added July 31st at TD Garden. Get your tickets now at livenation.com. We'll check the out-of-town scores when we return on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at luxurymakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Second intermission from the TD Garden. Bruins tied up with the Buffalo Sabres at 1. We take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Earlier today, the Nashville Predators get a 3-2 win in overtime over the LA Kings. It was Calgary 6-4 winners over the Chicago Blackhawks. Edmonton a late comeback and win it in OT against the San Jose Sharks. 3-2 the final there. 3-2 right now for the Islanders leading the Toronto Maple Leafs. That game's at the end of 2 periods. In the second period, Montreal has a 5-1 lead on Detroit. At the end of 2 periods, it's New Jersey 1 and Pittsburgh 0. At the end of the second, it's Columbus 2 and Philadelphia 0. Also at the end of 2 periods, Winnipeg 3-0 lead over the Minnesota Wild. 10 o'clock start here tonight. Ottawa out in Vancouver to take on the Canucks. And also at 10 o'clock, Vegas will play host to the Seattle Kraken. Here at the TD Garden, Bruins 1, Sabres 1 after 2 periods. Third period action coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home Internet with whole home Wi-Fi and get fully covered. That means you get the 100% fiber optic network in every room of your home with a Fios 1 gig internet plan. Perfect for when your extended family extends their stay. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. Whole home Wi-Fi includes 1 router and Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extender provided during professional setup if recommended after Wi-Fi performance analysis or shipped upon customer request after setup. May require the purchase of additional Wi-Fi extenders.
You scaled the sheer cliff face, battling frostbite, running low on oxygen. The wind pierced your skin, and every inch was agony. You reached heights no other human had before, while getting nowhere at airport security. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling action titles on Audible.
Introducing Instagram Teen Accounts, a new way to keep your teens safer as they grow, like making sure they've got the right gear for riding.
Knee pads.
Check.
And helmet.
Done. See you, Dad.
New Instagram Teen Accounts, automatic protections for who can contact your teen and the content they can see.
The holidays are just around the corner, so now's the time to shop new deals at Lowe's. Make your home even merrier with up to 75% off select holiday decor clearance. Plus, don't miss our limited time weekly deal drops on items like appliances, tools, grills, and more. There's something for everyone on your list. Count on Lowe's to help you save all season long, because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 12/19 through 12/25 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
¿Sabías que tienes el poder de controlar tus facturas de la luz y mantener un ambiente perfecto durante todo el año? Ya seas inquilino o propietario, puedes calificar para mejoras de ahorro de energía sin costo, como aislamiento sellado de corrientes de aire y actualizaciones de sistemas de calefacción. Estas mejoras pueden reducir tus gastos mensuales y ayudar a construir un futuro de energía limpia para Rhode Island. No esperes. Programa hoy tu evaluación energética gratuita y descubre cuánto puedes ahorrar. Visita esc.ri.gov/power para ver si calificas para estas mejoras sin costo para ti, porque tienes el poder de hacer la diferencia.
Woohoo! Another girls' night out. I'm so stressed from shopping. I couldn't find anything.
Have you tried shopping jewelry television, JTV?
I don't know. Everyone in my family is so different.
JTV has thousands of jewelry styles. Artisan, diamonds, pearls, colored gemstones, watches, even gift sets. I shop on TV and online.
New JTV customers save up to $40 when you shop jtv.com/radio.
Now, can you relax?
Yes. Another round?
Yes.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app. This is a black and gold flashback.
Charlie McAvoy hops over the boards. Oh, he was dazzling in Jersey. Here's McAvoy. Skips over the line. Angles to the right circle. Now back to the slot. Shoots. He scores! Happy birthday, Charlie McAvoy. The Bruins with a shootout win here tonight as McAvoy sizzled it inside the near post for a 2-1 shootout win.
Tonight's black and gold flashback taking us back to this date in 2017. Charlie McAvoy celebrating his 20th birthday by scoring the shootout winner in a 2-1 decision over the Winnipeg Jets here at TD Garden. 7 years later to the day, McAvoy and the Bruins are even at a goal apiece against the Buffalo Sabres here on home ice. Happy birthday to Charlie, and hopefully you can celebrate it with a victory if the Bruins can win the third period. Charlie Coyle has the lone goal in this game for the Bruins. That coming back in the first period, assisted by Nikita Zadorov. And that feed means the Shaws and Star Market Foundation has already donated another $100 to the Greater Boston Food Bank to help fight food insecurity. Learn more about the Feeding the Puck for Families program at 985thesportshub.com/feedthepuck. Well, as we go into this third period in a 1-1 game, how do the Bruins win the final 20 minutes, Bob Beers?
Everything we just talked about in between periods, yeah. Ryan. I mean, find a way to win when you don't have your best, and play a good period, you probably win a game here. But they've been far from their best so far through the first 40 minutes, and for whatever reason, stuff that was talked about or otherwise, it hasn't been there. And you don't want to not give the other team credit sometimes, because they're in the NHL for a reason. As the late, great Pat Burns used to say, the other team is in the NHL too. You have to remember sometimes. But, you know, Sabres, without their top defenseman, lost 12 in a row. And played last night. And I know the Bruins are coming off their road trip and long flights and everything else, but this is where you got to find a way.
Well, you're playing a hungry team. There's no doubt about that. You know, having lost 12 in a row, coming on the road here as we get the third period underway. Bruins going from left to right offensively. Zadorov picks one off in front of the Bruins bench far side, but his pass ahead connects with the Sabres' Owen Power. Through the neutral ice they come. Thompson cutting in across the Boston line. Pivots along the near side. Sends one off the back of the net. Tuck trying to jam away at it. And Korpisalo laying out to keep that one out. He's lost his stick. Shot from the far point by Power gets blocked off into the far corner. Zadorov and Tuck go in there after it. McAvoy's got it and skates into some open space along the near side. Gives to Coyle and he'll dump it in. Korpisalo collects his stick behind the Bruins net as the puck is at the other end.
Almost a victim the second time, right? He had a first shift of the game on a dump in that puck came right out in front.
On that same end, Peterka misfires on a shot attempt from the near circle. Tapped toward the boards by Carlo. He'll get it back now and play it out up the middle. Knocked out of midair with a stick by Pasternak. He doesn't want to play it because it would have been a high stick.
The faceoff will stay in Buffalo zone if they don't play it. Yeah.
And they didn't. Yeah. And so, yeah, they get the whistle and the faceoff will be in
Buffalo's
the Buffalo
looking
zone.
Around like, what? Yeah, if you don't play it, and you can, it's not up to Pasternak to play that puck. It's up to the Sabres to play it.
Well, and it's a smart play by Pasternak because he gets a stick on it, avoided an icing there, too. Because if that puck goes over his head, it's going all the way down the ice. So a face-off in the offensive zone here.
That was Tuck with that chance with that puck off the back wall.
Sabres will get it. Yokiaru sent it around the far boards, but taken away by Pasternak. Feeds one toward the side of the net. Played up the near wall. And Peak trying to hold Krebs in the zone, could not. Back toward the Boston line. We get a whistle and an offside.
So just some quick research. We talked about it briefly in the pregame show. They have not made the playoffs, the Sabres, since 2010-11. That's 13 straight years they've been out of the playoffs. Over those 13 years, they've had 8 different coaches.
That's the way of the league at this point, right?
It started with Ruff getting fired, and now it's come full circle, and he's behind the bench again. But the players that have left Buffalo via trade, I mean, some pretty good names there.
And you mentioned,
Linus Ullmark was an unrestricted free agent.
Ullmark and Eichel and
Montour, Reinhart.
Yeah. Guys that have gone on to win cups elsewhere. This puck sent around behind the net here by Lohrei. Near side boards.
Four different general managers over that time.
And current general manager Kevin Adams, a lot of talk that he's looking to pull the trigger on a big deal to shake this thing up. Puck comes out through neutral ice. Byram's name has been tossed out there. Some Cousins had some rumors there in the last couple of days. There's a chance coming down the middle by Beecher, redirecting one toward the net. Now a shot off the outside of the net by Koepke.
Cousins is 2 years removed from the 30-goal season.
Yeah. Carlo pinching along the near boards, keeps that alive. Here's Beecher trying to stick handle to the net, knocked away from him. Carlo back at the right point. Right circle, Koepke, a turnaround shot. In and out of the glove of Reimer. Taken up the near side, pushed out of the zone by Malenstein, and dumped right back in by Carlo. Kastelik into the far corner against Ove Kubel. Off the wall, it'll be backhanded out by McLeod. Carlo looking over his shoulder with Ove Kubel bearing down on him. Play the puck behind the net. Osterley hit by Malenstein. Giveaway along the far boards. Malenstein's got it against Kastelik in the far corner. Kastelik with a hit knocks him down. Free the puck up for Osterley, and Carlo will drag it out into the neutral zone. Dumps it in from the red line, and he'll turn and go off for a change. It comes back to Charlie Coyle in the neutral ice. McAvoy to Lindholm, coming down the middle, trying to find Marchand. It hit a skate, kicked away. Coyle back in the neutral ice again. From the red line, will send it in. Marchand waiting for it along the far boards. Plays it around, power down deep. Here's Lindholm in front. Coyle goes flying through the air. No call as the puck taken by the Sabres. Power pushed it up ice for Tuck as the crowd here at TD Garden voices their displeasure with the lack of a whistle. Fedorov deep in the Boston zone, lost it. Tuck got it back toward Byram, the left point. Played it back down deep, through Tuck behind the net. Marchand able to keep that free for McAvoy. Zadorov retreating behind his net. Plays it away from Krebs. McAvoy got it to Coyle, who just floats it out into the neutral zone. Bruins started a change on the far side. Thrown back toward the Boston zone, but it got through Krebs, and that'll be an icing against Buffalo.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if Coyle was just going for this puck or if he actually did get tripped up. We'll have to get another look at it, hopefully, but Lindholm attacking the net from the right of Reimer, right from the goal line, coming out and trying to get this puck in front for Charlie Coyle, who's going to the net. Now, there were sticks and legs in there. There's no question about that. There was more of a penalty there than the one on Wahlstrom.
The whistle here as the puck gets caught up in Geeky's equipment. It looked like, Coyle's leg just kind of got sandwiched between a pair of Sabres legs, and everybody going for that puck. So an attack zone face-off here for Morgan Geeky with 15:49 to go in regulation. Tie game. Face-off win by Geeky. Off of Pasternak, comes back to Peak at the right point. Zacha trying to set up Pasternak for a one-timer.
Setup was there for him. He just couldn't get turned quick enough.
Puck back through the neutral zone. Peak has it along the near side now. Jumped away from him and swept back in deep by Kulik. Our corner given away by Lohrei. Had some help from Zacha. Pushed out toward the blue line. Pasternak, hands for a cutting Peak. From the red line, dumped in wide of Reimer. He will play it off the Karam and covers it at the side of the net. Faceoff will be in the Buffalo zone here.
Yeah, that's a face-off setup play, and it's executed until that puck gets to Pasternak. He just couldn't get turned quickly enough to get that shot away from the slot area.
Well, Frederick will take the draw this time. He gets booted, so Wahlstrom will get in there instead. And Wahlstrom wins it back toward McAvoy, stepping in for a shot. Hit a leg, kicked off to the far wall. Osterley trying to keep it deep. Has it on his stick, throws one wide of the net. comes toward the near side, and McAvoy had it kicked away by Mallenstein. Sabres have it. 5 minutes gone by here in the third. In front of the Buffalo bench, Frederick. This is it back in around behind Reimer, who comes out to play it. Heels up the near side and out into the neutral ice. Mallenstein trying to keep it moving forward, dealing with the linesman who was caught up in the middle of things as well. Osterley will play it back out of the Boston zone, and Coyle from the red line shoots it around the glass. The hop. Lindholm pulls it off the far wall, trying to get to the front of the net. Instead, kick back toward Carlo. To the near circle, Marchand. Knocked away from him to Carlo. A shot redirected on goal off a Sabre defender.
That was Byram.
Stopped by Reimer as the puck volleyed back toward the Boston zone here. Zadorov to Kepke through neutral ice. Into the Buffalo zone. Byram takes it off the end wall. Takes a hit from Kepke. Sends it out of the zone along the far side. It's Zucker. Lifting one in toward Korpisalo. He's going to go quick up here into the neutral zone for Kepke. Trying to drop it back toward the Boston blue line. Missed everyone. And now played out of the far corner by Carlo down into the Buffalo zone. Kepke into the far corner against Samuelson. It'll come back toward the blue line. Lohrei kept it in briefly, but then knocked away from him. And peek back to retrieve again for the Bruins. Kastelik gets it from Beecher. Moving down the left wing circle. Kastelik all by himself into the far corner. Puck comes free onto Pasternak. Stepping into the right circle. A shot. Reimer stayed right with it and covers the loose rebound. 13:23 to go here in the third. It's the Bruins 1 and the Sabres 1 on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network. Driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Ah, now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots. Score!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification across the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network.
Boston, the home of the Patriots, the Celtics, the Revs, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 95, the Sports Hub, a Beasley Media Group station.
Alongside Bob Beers, I'm Ryan Johnston. 13:23 to go in regulation. Bruins and the Sabres are tied at 1. Bruins on home ice for the first time in 2 full weeks. Trying to get back in front here in the third period. Sabres looking to end a 12-game winless streak. Came in 0-9-3 over the course of the last 12 games. Charlie Coyle, the lone goal for Boston. J.J. Peterka's power play goal late in the second, the equalizer. Off of the face-off. Puck comes kicking in toward the corner. Turning with it on the near side. Zacha got it to Pasternak. Little lower, around to the far side. McAvoy tapped it onto Zacha. Out near the blue line. It's Geekie firing across to the near side. Osterley had trouble handling it at first, but then played it down into the right corner again for Zacha. Comes back along the wall. Osterley pinching in. Tipped up into the air. It'll be batted out into neutral ice by Kulik. Lafferty chasing McAvoy into the near corner of the Bruins zone. Geekie and Zaka come to help him out. Played into the middle of the ice here for Osterley, and now up the right side, his pass finds Geekie. Geekie, score! From the top of the right circle, Geekie able to fire it past Reimer. It's 2-1 Bruins.
Geekie can fire it. And we watch him in practice. I mean, he can rip this puck and use the defenseman as a screen, but it starts with a good breakout. They use the middle of the ice on the breakout. And then this little feather pass up to the left wing. Now, that's a possible 2-on-1, but McAvoy gets back on it. They're going to use the middle of the ice to get out of the zone. That's where the safety valve is. Then you get your feet moving up. I think that's Osterley who just feathers a pass over to the right wing side. And Geekie, I mean, the D for Buffalo is so far back. It's a 2-on-2. And it starts from deep inside Boston zone. And Geekie's going to use power as a screen. And it's going to go glove hand side on Reimer. Wow, are they challenging offside Buffalo maybe here?
So Buffalo will challenge the goal with 12:44 to go.
Yeah, they're usually not going to challenge unless they're sure of it. And it happened right in front of their bench. And it's somebody who's completely out of the play, and that's Pastrnak on the far side. Let's
back that up a couple of frames, and
he's off. David can't go there. That's Pastrnak does so many good things for this team, but you cannot make that mistake there. He's so far over on the left side, he's not even in the play.
So it looks as though this one will be overturned. The linesman over on the headsets after the challenge, taking a look at the tablet, and
I know he wants to get in there, but he wants to open up for a one-timer if Geekie wants to use him. But
after video review, coach's challenge, it was determined that the play was offside. Please reset the clock at 12:47.
So Pastrnak offside.
I mean, Pastrnak wants to get in
wiped
there.
Out.
I get that and get himself set up for a possible one-timer, but he's all the way over on the left wing. That's just kind of mental right now. You want something good to happen, right? But it's a good challenge.
As you said, these teams have gotten pretty good at that. If they're challenging for offsides, they're usually pretty sure about it.
Yeah,
that one didn't take long to figure out. I mean,
A, it's right in front of their bench, but B, you've got your video coaches.
So the Bruins and Sabres still tied at 1 as we approach 12.5 minutes to go. Wahlstrom gets in deep behind the Buffalo net, chasing the puck toward the near boards. McLeod spins it back down in behind for Byram, and Buffalo will start it out.
Buffalo thinking, oh, maybe the gods are with us now.
Mallenstein down the right wing circle, fires one through the top of the crease.
After having 2 goals called back yesterday.
Right. In deep it comes to Mallenstein, holding his ground against Frederick, plays it off the far boards, back toward the blue line. Pivoting with it was Bryson. Backhanded further down the wall. Now it comes back off of Zucker to Bryson. Back to Zucker, left circle, a shot. That gets blocked. Wallstrom played it off the near boards. Peak had his stick snap in half. Both he and Ove Kubel without sticks here as they joust around the puck.
They both broke their sticks there.
Clifton with a shot. That one hit a body and went wide. Thompson stumbles, I think, over the broken stick near side.
One of them.
A lot of dead wood waiting along the near boards. Here's Clifton stepping in. Right circle shot hit the post. Diving Brazo without a stick, able to knock it out of the zone with his glove. Gets off to the bench. And Thompson right back in here for the Sabres. Harassed by both Coyle and Marchand on the far side. Help force a turnover. Frederick will play it to Coyle and backhands it deep from center ice. 11:05 to go in a 1-1 game. Back through the neutral ice. It gets through Zadorov into the corner against Peterka. Peterka able to hold him off the puck. Lindholm blocked the centering pass. Chased into the near corner. Carlo gets involved. Peterka and Zadorov there as well. On to the near side. Just south of the hash marks. It'll come back to Zadorov, chased behind the net by Peterka. Pivots away from him, gives it to Carlo. Carlo fanned on a clearing effort. Krebs trying to get it into the middle, blocked by Lindholm. Coyle sent it down along the end boards, and a centering pass kicked back toward the near circle. Power misplayed, and Coyle gets to Lindholm and out of the zone. Angled right back into the Boston zone from the far side. Carlo back to get it. Around to Zadorov. Zadorov plays it into the middle. Lindholm will get to center ice and lift one in just wide of Reimer. Geeky in on his horse after that one. Played around Pasternak out through neutral. McAvoy couldn't find the handle, but now here's Pasternak stepping back in across the line. Pasternak trying to center. Kick back toward the corner by Benson. McAvoy, right circle for Geeky. Geeky skates it down behind the Buffalo net. Takes a big hit back there from Samuelson. Stays with the puck, as was Pasternak. Now Zacha will wrap it around the boards back to McAvoy at the right point. Sends one over far side. Pasternak had to kick it to his stick. He was hoping for a one-timer from down low. Zacha from behind the net. Brings it toward the near circle. Sends one across. Pasternak had to settle it, and then his shot was blocked. Zacha at the blue line. To Osterley down the left circle. Centering one out of Pasternak's reach. And it's taken and lifted out of the zone by Lafferty. And it will not quite make it for icing.
Yeah, they took a little bit of a circuitous route there to get to that puck.
The indirect route, right? Puck wrapped around past Kastelik, but not past Peak, who throws one in front. Kepke redirecting that one toward Reimer. Kastelik along the far side of the blue line. Couldn't keep in. But now gets it back in deep as he and Obe Kubel have a little bit of a joust. 8:45 to go. Just inside the Boston line. Lorei gave it up, gets it back from Beecher at center ice. Backhands one into the attack zone. Byram will turn it back toward the near boards and lift it back out. And Carlo comes back into the Boston zone to retrieve. 1-1 our score. Doyle trying to redirect one through neutral ice. It hit Tage Thompson. Hardly missed that massive frame. It'll come back around behind the Bruins net. Lorei chops it off the far boards and has it himself. Coming out toward the blue line. Tuck able to reach in from behind and knock that puck free. Carlo denies an entry. And Lindholm hands off for Coyle coming through neutral ice. Charlie going to dump it around behind Reimer. Clifton getting ahead for Tuck. Into the middle. Bryson will drop it back, and Clifton is there for Buffalo. 7:47 to go. On the near boards, Frederick able to deny a pass intended for Cousins. Now Cousins will play it across the ice and gets it right back from Peterka. Dumped in around behind the Bruins net. Zadorov moves it toward the far side. Power pinching in against Wallstrom in the far corner. Worked it back toward the blue line and nearly lost by Peterka. Samuelson rockets one up off the glass. It'll be played back in deep again here by Krebs in behind the net. Krebs fires it back toward the center of the blue line, and Peterka's shot walkered away by Korpisalo. Krebs taking it toward the far corner. Frederick trying to wrestle him off the puck. McAvoy there as well. Puck came popping free to Cousins, and then he lost it moving toward the slot, and Wallstrom will move the Bruins ahead. Brazo's got it up the right side, takes the shot. Juggled, but covered by Reimer.
Wallstrom, that's potential 2-on-1. Wallstrom didn't have enough left in the tank. They're breaking 2-on-1. He moved it wide to Brazo and went off the ice on a change because he was gassed.
They were long shift down in the defensive zone. 6:50 to go here in the third. Still tied at 1 here on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots, score!
Score your your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's O. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Parents, sign your kid up for the official youth fan club of the Boston Bruins, the Bruins Academy Kids Club, presented by Tough Medicine. Receive perks such as a monthly newsletter, access to exclusive events, and more. Head to bostonbruins.com/kids club to learn more. Tie game 1-1, 6:50 to go in the third. Bruins thought they had a lead earlier on in the period, but Morgan Geeky's goal challenged for offside and taken off the board. A face-off in the offensive zone here for Geeky. Sabres will control it. Sent through neutral ice. Osterley trying to deny along the near side of the Boston blue line. He has the puck on his stick. Backhands a floater out into neutral ice. Directed back into the Boston zone by Byram. McAvoy has a pass deflected away by Lafferty, but the Bruins have it. Osterley on the near boards. Gave away near the red line to Kulik. Dumped back in deep by Benson. Around to the far boards. Geeky slaps it ahead for Pasternak. Gets hemmed in the zone. McAvoy gets it from Osterley and starts his way up toward the red line. Dumps it down the near boards. Reimer comes out, stops it behind the Buffalo net. Byram on the near wall. Kobe Kubel trying to get it out of the zone and does. Geeky there. Try to play it back toward Carlo, but it was picked off by Mallenstein. On the far boards, he'll send it pivoting in behind the net. Back from Osterley on to Carlo. Works his way out toward the red line and deep into the Buffalo zone it goes with 5:43 to play. Mallenstein harassed by Beecher. Near the red line. Poked in behind Carlo. Zadorov goes into the near corner against Mallenstein. Beecher's got it along the wall. Koepke floats it out into the neutral zone. Both he and Kastelik chasing it, but Samuelson able to bat it back toward the Boston end. Now Beecher gets a long pass from Carlo. Veered on into the Buffalo end. Beecher all by himself in the near corner, trying to keep that puck tied up until help can arrive in the form of Charlie Coyle. Lindholm as well along the near side. But Tuck will bring the Sabres out from the red line. He sends it deep into Boston territory. Lorak, pass up the middle, picked off. Save made on the first shot by Thompson, who got his own rebound. Turning with it along the near circle. Slipped away from him, and it did Tuck as well. And then the Sabres send it back in on a delayed offside. Marchand gets a long pass from Pete. On the near side circle in the Buffalo zone. Takes a shot. That one goes up and out of play in the far corner. So we've got 4:38 to go in regulation. It's the Bruins 1 and the Sabres 1 here at TD Garden on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda CR-V at your local Honda dealer.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Ah, now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com/Coca-Cola Holiday Magic to discover even more ways to share holiday magic with Coca-Cola. Terms apply. Copyright 2024, The Coca-Cola Company.
Coming in from the right, he shoots, scores!
Score your winning goal with a new 2025 Kia K4 LXS from McGovern Kia of Norwood. McGovern Kia of Norwood can put you on the road with a $257 a month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $1,200 due at signing. Take delivery by 1/2/2025. Stock number K3724. It's a season of new traditions at McGovern Kia of Norwood. Conveniently located on Route 1, the Auto Mile. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com. McGovernKiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Felger and Naz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Left in regulation here at TD Garden. Bruins and Sabres tied up at 1 in the first of the 4 meetings between these two teams this year. Boston will go to Buffalo in late January, and then again on they'll meet again on St. Patrick's Day here at TD Garden, and then in the first week of April, they'll wrap up the season series in Buffalo. As the face-off controlled here by the Sabres. Taken away in the near corner. Osterley able to try to battle his way free, and taken away now by Krebs. Around the far boards it comes. Power will backhand it into neutral ice. Krebs cutting toward the right wing side, brings in across the Boston line, stops along the hash marks, deals back to Power coming into the zone. He moves toward the middle, shot up the middle is blocked, and Zacha goes the other way with numbers. Zacha drops it off for Geekie, back toward Zacha, fired across. Pasternak was coming on down the right wing circle, but the puck never got there. Ricocheted back toward the Boston zone. Carlo on a McAvoy, and now Geekie to dump in.
That's happened a few times today. Promising rush, and Bruins just don't get enough out of it.
Wallstrom picks one off the far boards, gets taken down, coming toward the slot. A penalty coming against the Sabres. With 3:45 to go, the Bruins will get a power play and a chance of the lead.
Is that Lafferty? He's barking at the referees now as well.
Buffalo number 81, minor penalty, took it.
Now Sam Lafferty to the box.
Fans, hockey season is the perfect time to replace your old boiler with a new Peerless boiler. Don't wait until you have no heat. Go to peerlessboilers.com for a dealer near you, and remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers.
The Bruins have had 2 power play chances tonight. Haven't been able to generate much in the way of chances. See what they can do here with 3:45 left. In a tie game. Battle for possession off the draw. Zacha's got it. Moving through the high slot. Over to the far side. One-timer. Rebound! Marchand had a great chance at it. Somehow it didn't go.
Well, Reimer made the initial stop, and then that puck was just sitting there in the blue paint. Marchand took a whack at it. I don't know if Reimer got it or if one of the defensemen came back and was able to push it away.
Zacha with a long pass ahead. Here's Pasternak down the right wing circle. Throws one toward the net. It was redirected. Hit the outside of the post. Zacha out near the blue line to keep it alive. Lindholm got it to Marchand. Crossing pass. McAvoy's one-timer gets blocked under the corner.
Setup. Perfect seam pass from Marchand to McAvoy.
Marchand now on the end boards against Samuelson. Puck comes around the near side. Zacha along the hash marks. Trying to get away from Tuck. Tried to swing it back toward the blue line and missed McAvoy. It'll come back into the Bruins zone. Sabres change up the penalty killers with 1:05 to go in the man advantage. McAvoy handing to Pasternak back in the Bruins zone. Boston starting to change their power play unit as well. Pasternak gains the attack zone. Marchand gets it back to him, left wing circle. It'll come across toward the near side now for Elias Lindholm. On the half wall, gives back to Lohrei. He and Lindholm go back and forth. Lohrei stepping toward the far side, back to the near side for Lindholm. Down low, it jumps away from Marchand, who has to pick it up out of the corner. 35 to go in the man advantage. Geekie from the right wing circle. Pivots toward the wall, hands to Marchand. Back up top for Lohrei. Lohrei lost it out of the zone against Benson. Turns back quickly to the Buffalo zone. Lori going to take it down toward the right wing corner. Sends it back to Pasternak out of the blue line. He works his way down the circle. Into the middle for Geekie. A one-timer knocked away. Backhanded out of the zone by Byram. 5 to go in the power play. Pasternak gets a quick up from Lori. Sends it in the middle. Geekie scores! With 1 second left on the power play, Geekie gives the Bruins the lead 2-1.
But Brazo becomes the decoy here, right? He's going to plow towards the net. He's looking for a pass from Pasternak. Pasternak's going to have the poise to wait on this thing. Hold on to it. He's got Coyle in the middle as well, but the next guy, the next wave coming is going to be Geekie. The Buffalo Sabres are going to ask about goalie interference here. And they might get it. Brazo lost his balance going to the net, and it looked like the left leg of Reimer got taken out. And Geekie, if this is going to be the second one taken off the board for Geekie, if this one holds. They're taking a look at it on Buffalo's bench. They're trying to decide whether to roll the dice and go with it. I mean, if they fail, it's going to be another power play for the Bruins. I got to think that Lindy Ruff's going to roll the dice here. Brazo's going to the net hard. Did he get knocked down? He got cross-checked down, so he got pushed in. That's why.
Samuelson makes contact with him and knocks him to the ice.
And that's why Buffalo is trying to figure out whether they should do this or not. He gets knocked down to the ice now, and he gets knocked into Reimer. But that's got to feel good for Pasternak and Geekie to reconnect on that one there.
Geekie's goal wiped out by Pasternak offside earlier in the period.
They're going to challenge it. He has to roll a dice here, right?
They called a timeout.
Timeout, my bad.
Yeah, it's not a challenge.
They're taking a closer look at it, though. Because the referee was telling them, no, we're going. Let's go. I'm giving you enough time. I'll give you a little bit of time. I'm giving you enough. You either get your team out here or you challenge. One or the other. So they take a timeout, and they're still looking at it over on the bench right now. But it looks like they're going to accept it because of the push by Samuelson.
Yeah, I look back at that replay, and Brazo doesn't make contact, I don't think, unless Samuelson makes contact with him.
No, he's not going to lose. He's not going to get knocked down to the ice. With 1 second to go on the power play.
So the Bruins 1 out of 3 with a man advantage tonight, and a 2-1 lead with 1:45 to go. And Geekie, this one will stand and be his 7th goal of the year.
So now you watch for Reimer come out.
Bruins will have Lindholm to take the draw at center ice. And the Sabres win the faceoff. Backing into his own zone is Power. Over to Byram near side. Gives back to Power. Reimer heads to the bench as Power dumps in from center ice. McAvoy fires one around the near boards. Tipped out toward the blue line by Pasternak. Battled for by Thompson to keep in. It ricochets off the leg and out. So the extra skater on here with 1:20 to go for Buffalo. Bruins with a 2-1 lead. From his own zone, Byram. Slowly through neutral, over to Power, dumped in around behind Korpisalo. Near side, McAvoy will play it up and out of the zone. Rolling toward the empty net, it'll go just wide of the far post.
Yeah, the problem was it was rolling. If that puck's flat, it's going in.
It's going in.
But it's rolling, and it just curved away from the far post there.
Just a little right to left breaking putt there. With 1:02 left, icing against the Bruins. Faceoff will be to the left of Korpisalo. It'll be Lindholm to take the draw here against Thompson. Elias has had another good night at the faceoff dot, 7 out of 10 so far.
Yeah, this is a side that he normally wouldn't take it on. He's trying to go on his forehand here. He does win it.
Pulls it cleanly, and he broke Thompson's stick in the process. So Thompson headed back to the bench for the extra, or it loses the extra attacker, and the Bruins get the clear. Here's Marchand around Thompson, shoots, scores into the empty net. With 51.5 seconds to go, Bruins lead by 2.
Yeah, Marchand's able to get this puck. Thompson has to take a chance there. He went all the way back to the bench to get his stick. Now he's flat-footed. You got Marchand coming up at you on the left side. But it starts with a face-off win. That forces Thompson back to the bench. And Pastrnak ends up with the assist on that, right? So, you know, he's guilty of the offsides that pulls back the game, the go-ahead goal there by Geekie initially. Then he makes a nice pass on the goal by Geekie to give him the lead. And a feather pass up to Marchand up the left wing.
So for Brad Marchand, 14th goal of the year. His 415th of his career. Bruins up 3-1. Final 45 seconds. With the puck inside the Buffalo zone. Krebs goes behind the net toward the far side circle. Brings out toward his own blue line. Reimer headed to the bench once again. Dumped in. Korpisalo will stop it. Backhands it toward the near side and played away from Carlo by Benson. It hit the outside of what was an empty net as Korpisalo had not yet gotten back to the crease. Bruins clear it, and well, they're going to whistle that an icing with 15.6 to go.
Yeah, Korpisalo was a little casual with that. I don't think we're going to see him trying for a goalie goal anytime soon.
That's what I thought when he went back to play that puck. I thought there might be a chance.
With the 2-goal lead? It was all the rage a couple years ago. But
face off to his left here. Puck comes through the high slot toward the near side. Byram will throw to the net. Blocked by Osterley. On to Coyle. Reimer back in between the pipes down to the other end. Coyle will send it softly into the Buffalo zone, and the clock will run out. It wasn't the prettiest, but the Bruins find a way to win it. Geekie at 18:15, Marchand the empty netter at 19:08, and Boston takes a 3-1 victory tonight over the Buffalo Sabres here on home ice. Back with a recap coming up next on the 98.5 The Sports Hub Bruins Radio Network, driven by the versatile Honda.
You're tuning in to Coca-Cola Holiday Radio. Gather around for some extra holiday cheer. Classic movies, festive tunes, and heartwarming moments to share with your family and friends, all in one place. And that's not all. Spread cheer with a $3 Amazon credit for you and yours. Now that's the spirit. Visit Amazon.com.
KiaofNorwood.com.
Tax, title, license, and fees extra. See dealer for details.
Hey, it's Zoe. And just like the quarterback is the heartbeat of a team, your kitchen is the heartbeat of your home. Want to give your kitchen a fresh new look without breaking that bank? Then go to my guys at Luxury Makeover. They'll reface your kitchen cabinets instead of replacing them, saving you time and money. And for a limited time, they're offering 24 months with no interest, no payments. Reach them today at LuxuryMakeover.com. Tell them Zoe sent you. You're going to save an additional 15% off the project. Luxury Makeover. They spread smiles, one home at a time.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Full house this holiday? Switch to Fios Home